Our next speaker is the Honourable Dr. Peter Teko-Lakeris, Minister of State for Mineral Development of Uganda. The Minister is a Member of Parliament and Minister of State for the Mineral Development. He holds an honorary degree in Public Administration, a Master's degree in Marketing, a Master's degree in Peace and Conflict Studies, and a Bachelor's degree in Commerce. He served as a Treasurer of Moroto District, District Administrator for Moroto District, Special Administrator for the Moroto, Kasese and Jinja districts. He also served as the Minister of State for Karamoja Affairs, Minister of State for Education, Minister of State for Mineral Development, and Minister of State for Works. Please welcome the Honourable Minister, Dr. Peter Teko-Lakeris.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have stayed, and I hope we are able to listen. And thank you for waiting for this last session, this today. The honorable colleagues, honorable ministers, the ambassadors and high commissioners, colleagues in the mining industry, conference organizers, that is the PayDat PT Limited, ladies and gentlemen, again I said good evening. We have come here mostly to discuss about the mineral potentials of various parts of the world and indeed Africa. Uganda's mineral potential include metallic minerals, industrial minerals, gemstones, geothermal resources. And of course, I don't need to talk about oil for a time being. And then uranium for nuclear, they're all available there. The metallic minerals include beryllium, bismuth, copper, cobalt, columbite, tantalite, that's coltan, chromium, gold, iron, lead, lithium, manganese, platinum group of metals, rare earth elements, tin, uranium, opium, and zinc. The industrial minerals include bentonite, clay, litomite, dimension stones, that's granite, feldspar, glass sands, graphite, yttrium, kaolin, kyanite, marble, and limestones, mica, phosphates, that's apatite, pozzolana, salt, that's rock salt, and alite, talc, and vermiculite. Gemstones include apatite, beryl, emerald, aquamarine, eldor, magnite, rhodium, that's rock by flu sapphires, fluorite, garnet, opal, quartz, taps, and tamarin, and zircon. Geothermal resources do exist. So far, we have estimated that they can produce 1,500 megawatts. The geothermal prospects associated with western arm of the African Rift Valley system. We have the policies to guide the operation of the mining industry. The Uganda sector is regulated by mining and mineral policy. We have a policy which we developed in 2018. Mining, that's licensing regulations, developed 2019. Mining, that's mineral certification regulation of 2021. Then there is a new policy which we have made, and we developed an act which we have called the Act 2022. This has been passed by Parliament, and we are only awaiting the presidential assent as for the laws. Mining and mineral policy, the policy goal is to develop the mining industry through increased investment, value addition, national participation, and revenue generation to contribute significantly to the socio-economic transformation and poverty eradication. The mining license regulation of 2019, this gives guidance to operationalize the Mining Act of 2003. Note that the Mining Act 2003 has been reviewed, as I've said, and it will be replaced by the new Mining and Mineral Bill of 22, which has been passed by Parliament and waiting just the presidential assent. This will guide and provide a conducive, transparent, and competitive investment climate in Uganda's mineral sector. The mine mineral certification regulation. This is aimed at prevention of illegal exploration and illicit trade in minerals in the area. So the ones which they trade illegally usually are tin, tungsten, tantalite, gold. So we did this to accept in compliance with what the East African region and the Great Lakes regions adopted. The Mining Minerals Act provides that ownership of the minerals all in the country is vested in the ambit of government. Key aspects of the new act provide introduction of competitive bidding for brown fields. That is where we have established resources. So you compete for that. Then if we are going for the green fields, which we have done nothing, it is on the basis of first come, first serve. Since we are beginning seriously, once you study our regulations and look at the map and you decide you want, and nobody is there, the moment you come as the first, we give you. We don't wait, because you are going to explore and establish the quantities which are there. That's what we're saying. We have always also introduced artisanal mining license, small-scale mining licenses, and we have said if you have something to do with $5 million, you can get in. And this one, we want the small people, especially people in the country. They will say, why do you give only big companies to do the job? We are also here. How about us? We say, okay, you are small scale. When you get it, then you buy, you sell to the major. But in case of gold, we can look at it, measure, and you take to those who refine. so we don't prevent you. Separation of the licensing and regulation functions, that is, the newly cadastral departments, this one were formed. This one will license, while the mines department shall carry out inspection and monitoring license activities. Introduction of prohibitive penalty and fines for defaulters. Some people come, they apply. After applying, they get their license and they do nothing. They are waiting for you, the people who have got heavy pockets, to come and they negotiate with you and sell. But why do you hide the license for a long time? We are saying if we discover this is your intention, we are providing fines so that it discourages you from hoarding. Creation of a national mining company. We have also said, let also a company of government be there. It can either partner with a major who comes, or it can do some job by itself. We want it to be active, a country to be active. We also say, yes, we are implementing online licensing system to enhance transparency. So you have a portal, you can go and do the application yourself, and we give you the license online. So we are also saying we want to trace in compliance with the IETI. That is what has been, in fact, the world has developed that kind of tracing. Where these things come from? Are they stolen or they are real? So that's one we have also brought. Then, of course, we negotiate with the investors, make agreement for large-scale mining. Types of license or mineral rights. The new Mining Minerals Act provides the following mineral licensing. There's prospecting license. Prospecting, you go anywhere in Uganda to find out areas of interest. So there's some fee there and the duration. Exploration, retention license, large-scale mining licenses. Of course, as you see there, you can even see the periods and terms, because I'm running for the sake of time. Artisanal mining license, mineral processing license, mineral smelting license, mineral refining license, mineral dealers license, and goldsmith licenses. All this, when you look at our tabulation there, you can see the number of years. They tell you, you can, first of all, when you are prospecting, you go for these years. When you are given exploration, these years, renewable, in case you say, it seems I've seen, but I'm not yet satisfied. I want to verify. We give you more years to do that job until when you either exit or you now apply for your mining lease. And the periods of all those are in that tabulation. So for you to do the job. The royalties, we have royalties, and these ones we say, okay, the royalties we charge for people 5% of gross value for gold and base metals. Remove only 5%. 5% of value of precious stones, that's gemstones. And therefore we give also for others, as you will see from the table. So, and this one we did based on the exchange rate of our currency, which is 3,700 per dollar this time. Other highlights from the Mining Minerals Act. All mineral license rights shall be granted. The other time it was the director for mines, but now we found ministers, these politicians were saying, when they are queried, they say, we don't know, they gave them. Say, what they gave them, where didn't you control? Say, but the law says, let them do it. But you are asked in parliament. Now we have said, okay, let us also go in there so that whatever good we do together, or otherwise, there's nothing we can do about it. So we are also saying, if in the course of licenses you are dissatisfied, you go to the court itself. Or if you are dissatisfied with the rulings of the courts, the national courts, you can apply to International Court for Arbitration, so that you are really free. So the mineral right holder shall be required to comply with National Environmental Management Act. You know, these minerals we are involved in are also very dangerous. You see what we do to the environment. So to us, there are areas you should not carry out mineral activities, like swamps. You find somebody has gone to a swamp and has cut a whole swamp. This is dangerous and environmentally unfriendly. So we must also, in applying all these things, we look at and go to the ministry concerned and the people of the environment clear you. So the landowner shall be adequately and fairly compensated for land surface disturbance during exploration. So if you go there, when you are exploring, you at times you destroy somebody's food crops, you destroy the fruit crops, you destroy something valuable for the sake of that person, for the survival. So you are asked to say, no, you should compensate that person. So key recent initiatives and development in the Ugandan mineral sector. Mineral value addition. The government requires that minerals mined in Uganda should be processed and refined in Uganda into semi-finished, you can go to semi-finished or finished products before they are exported. There are some which you cannot finish in the country because of lack of the equipment to do it. Or there are only areas where you have to supply in the world. So if you cannot do anything there, you cannot put factories dotted everywhere in the country, like for us Africans. You cannot put it in Nigeria, one in Nigeria, then it is in Benin, it is in Cote d'Ivoire, then in Uganda, it is in Kenya. This is messy. So we should say, okay, if it is there, refine up to this, and you go. In the process of the beneficiation, the people are employed. They also get the money, and they feel happy for the activities taking place, not being onlookers. And I know this, we have been talking with the rest of the Africans, as you have been told. I have been revolving around ministries for the last 26 years. They are not a few. And also, I've also been a minister and a member of parliament. I'm a member of parliament when I'm talking like this for the last 26 years. So I have to think whether I should continue or not very soon. So, this is, so we are saying so. We have produced geological maps, they are there, at the scale of 1 to 250,000, also to a scale, other one to a scale of 1 to 1,000, and also 1 to 50,000. We have acquired high-resolution airborne, magnetic, and radiometric data, covering 80% of the country, and transient electromagnetic data also has been produced, and we have them. We have generated new mineral potentials. As a result of that, of course, people have come and have interpreted them, the data, and recently through that flying, we saw 18 new mineral potentials. So we saw things like more gold, iron ore, we moved around, platinum, group of rare earth elements. These ones, we didn't know someone would come to say, we want this, because we have never done this in the country. We just speak it as words. But as I will go ahead, you will hear some already people, very innovative, have come to say, we want to do this. We have nickel, that's what we discovered again, more coppers and others. Vermiculite, we have all this. So, to ensure transparency, we have now introduced online licensing system. So to allow you to process them through e-government portal. We have introduced integrated geological mineral information system as well. That was geological data, geochemical data, geophysical data, mineral information data, maps, environment data, seismological data, laboratory data, as well as published. We have unpublished mineral and mineral documents. We have 6 refiners that refine up to 99.9% pure gold. We have in the country, we have 6 cement factories. I want to chat with you where they said they got the limestone for cement. When I was young, I used to sit on those stones. But when I went back, when we gave them the license of that area, I found those big stones have been broken and taken away. I said, what is this? Who messed up with this? They said those things have been taken. They are limestone. They have gone. They have been taken there. They have crushed them, and they are now cement, which is used for building. Even the stones. That's how, when we were young, we were saying so. So, Investment Code 1991 is implemented by Uganda Investment Authority and the Ministry of Finance. The code encourages private investment by streamlining procedures and guaranteeing protection of investors against expropriation. That is where, we remember, Uganda has had history. During the time of Amin, chased away all the Indians and took away their properties. So we don't want a repeat of this. So in the act, we say you don't remove anybody's property, any investment from an investor. Or a factory, you say you want it to nationalize it. No, that one, to safeguard the investors in that area. They have put their money there. So it is a bit of robbery, which is done officially. Foreign individuals and companies can own 100% of business in Uganda, including mining companies, all of you. So you can decide, no, I am not partnering with anybody. If you are a big major, and you do it yourself, you are given the area, those square kilometers, you go there, you do the prospecting, exploration, you are given the mining alone, individually. You pay the taxes as others do, and you are not going to have any problem at all. So we have a few companies. First of all, we say the taxation regime. The import taxes, such as customs duty, for all exploration and mining equipment is 0 rated. So if you are involved in this thing, and you are bringing things for coming to, we don't say to destroy the surface of the earth, to come and do your activities at the mine, you are not going to be taxed for those. They can tax you for being in the plane. For them, they will come across the border, 0 rated. Because we want to encourage the companies to come and participate in this new field of ours. Ours, we are just developing. We are not saying we have a lot. But I'm happy to announce that a few companies from Australia have also managed to come there. There is what we call Rwenzori Rare Earth Metals Limited for exploration and mine exploration of rare earths. elements in a place called Makutu. It is in eastern Uganda. So they have already carried out exploration. They've discovered, confirmed, 500 million tons over here has resources by them. There is also Namakara mining company. This one also is vermiculite. This was also done by the people of Australia. So far they have established of that mineral 49.5 million tons. And they say it is a world-class vermiculite. They are Consolidated African Resources Limited for exploration in the development of graphite in the north of the country. African Panther Resources, exploration mine development. This is 14 in southwestern Uganda. And they are from here. There is SIPA also from here, partnering with a certain Ugandan company. They are exploring for cobalt, copper, gold, nickel, and platinum group or metals. Those are those. Now, the other one I will say, we have been told that you don't produce petrol. We discovered that petrol, we are preparing to export it and also build a refinery. They say, no, we must go now to the carbon-free area, the green field, and so on. But we think that even petroleum can continue. You can't just start something, cut it off now, and you think something else will take over effectively. I think it will be phased out gradually as we continue. Even now we are driving cars using oil, fuels. We shall go slowly. But in the future, you engineers, you are very clever people. You might innovate something to do with this very thing here. I don't think it will completely be abandoned. Someone was talking about using it for asphalt, for roads. I don't know. You will put lithium on roads immediately. Are you going to do it? It must be that very thing here. But some people use them petrochemicals, even those. And with you, you might cleanse it because you are told not to produce fumes, which cause the greenhouse effect. So you might, so to us, we are continuing slowly as we also move with you together. And then also to establish, people have come there because of uranium. They want even to establish the nuclear plants for peaceful purposes, generating electricity. We also have those. So we didn't attend to them so much. Now that is a must, we should do that. My brothers, Uganda is richly endowed with metallic and industrial minerals. The mining and mineral policy in Uganda, the mining licensing regimes, and the new mining act offers conducive investment climate in the country. Government intends to develop these resources in partnership with the private sector because there are many. You can go alone, you can come and be with us, government, no problem, or you partner yourselves. So when we do this, I am very sure together we shall develop. But I want to offer you some invitation so that you can see the country. I pray that you can reach Uganda and look at its beauty and very good environment. We don't have, it is not hot in Kampala, it is not cold, it is just nice. You can witness this if you can afford to come to attend our Mineral Wells Conference, slated for 11th to 12th October this year. Asante sana, I thank you.